Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Baylor Bears and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Gamecocks kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Rides to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Lagway. Got him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
There's a crease. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Lagway to pass. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lagway from the gun on third down. Fires quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
How good has this defense been coming in? They've had a plan for this receiver. He's one of the fastest guys in all of college football, but he has just not been able to get loose or make anything big happen down the field. That time on a drag route, they're hoping he can just catch it and maybe use his speed to get to the outside, but a phenomenal job tackling by this defense, limiting the damage and now setting up fourth down.
They want to run this quarterback. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking for room, it's Fuller. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back. Second down coming up.
He'll try it again. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the RPO, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
To the ground with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the grab. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Lagway. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Running the red zone. It's Morris. Here's got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sellers. It's complete on the right side. Runs through him, and he might have some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The run inside. It's Clark.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Clark. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Calls his own number. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Baylor Bears called their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third and 4. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Flagway wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flip.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Flagway. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You
cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
He's finally stopped by the defense, makes up some of that ground they lost, but it'll still be 3rd down and the clock's running. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He's going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Holds it in. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
Quick release on the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for room. It's Fuller. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They go play action with Sellers. Here's a heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Zings it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keep it on the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Now here's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Play fake, Sellers. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds the tight end. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here's Sellers to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Reads it, fires complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up.
8-14 choice, 8-14, ready. Right.
Sellers to the air again. Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Again, it's Sellers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play. The
Bears offense makes its way onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. On the run, it's Morris. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. The give to the left. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense showing blitz here. This is a designed run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Lagway trying to be heard above the noise. And the missed connection on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Lagway. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor. The Bears have the answer.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different. The
clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Sellers. Complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the right. It's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Kill. 496 tsunami. 496 tsunami. Ready. Move it.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
From the red zone, it's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his man. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
390 Twilight. 390 Twilight. Opposite.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Down. Ready.
Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Being chased. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Trying the left side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And the Bears have moved it inside the 20. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Morris. Snowed under by the defense. And they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. The give to the back. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. It's good! And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.